Okay, I got the cheer squad with me. And so glad to have you all. Hello, hello. I hope you can hear me first of all. Um and what can I say? So today I was supposed to be with bestie Ashley, but she can't join us. Please pray for her. She's a little sick today. So we rest, and that's literally a part of mental health awareness anyways, is rest. So I'm gonna do a solo episode. Everyone's been telling me to do a solo episode, and I was very afraid to do one, because this feels weird, just talking to myself, and maybe one person joining right now. But I'll release this if it's any good, um because mental health is important. This is like a supporting Ashley, sending her good vibes as well, healing vibes. And yeah, just to talk about different topics that are important to us all watching this. So, welcome. Um, what can I start with? First, maybe a little bit more about Diaspora Spotlight, a little bit about mental health. Let's do a mental health check first. Uh, if you're watching, go ahead, put in the comments how you're feeling today. Thank you. Thank you for supporting, for sending good vibes. And how am I feeling today? My bestie Mel loves to ask this question. How's your heart? How's your mind? How's your body? And it's a really deep question. All of my friends are deep, mostly, like, yeah, we. And so I love that question. And today we're focusing a lot on the mind. My mind is all over the place a little bit. I, to be honest, didn't really sleep a lot last night, because my mom had some, recurring health issues. So I was helping her. And yeah, that was hard. Still is. But we keep a smile on our face and we keep faith in God. So yeah, I did take a nap before this episode. Naps are important, and I think they're a crucial part of mental health. That's my mind is a little scattered. My heart is feeling good. Grateful. I think gratitude is also a key part of mental health. Grateful for my friends. Grateful for you guys, this podcast, this community, and grateful, yeah, that I'm healthy. Also, that I have my family, I have my friends, and these passions that are keeping me going, whether it's professionally, socially, mentally, also, and I'm growing with God. Okay, this book that I've just finished yesterday. Let me get it for you. Where is it? It's The Prodigal God by Tim Keller. Recovering the Heart of the Christian Faith. And it's so good. And I started it last year. It was randomly, like, I started it when I was at her house, Harriet E. Richards' house in Boston University. And I didn't leave it since. Like, I've been reading it, but I never finished it. Meanwhile, you see, this book is really, really, like, small, and the pages are really easy to read, but I think I just needed to finish it now. I've been learning so much, about, faith, about myself, about God, and all the intricacies of life, and the heart and the mind, and how they connect with the brain, and like all these things. So, all that to say that I'm grateful. I'm in a posture of gratitude for this podcast, because it was an idea I've had for a long time. A little bit of a backstory. I've been wanting to do a podcast for a long time because I like talking to people. And And that's true right there. Comment. Let me show it. Faith can take us from anywhere to everywhere. Believe in the power of your prayers. That's right, non Chizzy. And I totally agree with that because like, if I use my example, I was like afraid. I was living, there's faith over fear, right? And I was living more with fear of social media, fear of being perceived, fear of posting, fear of actually letting any of my ideas breathe. But because of my community pushing me, my mom, my aunt, my grandma, my friends, like God, all these signs, all these people, um, kind of helping me grow and pushing me outside of my comfort zone, I got to actually, switch off the fear a little bit more. I think the fear always stays, but I took a leap of faith, not of fear. And it allowed me to create this podcast, to just start episodes, just start reaching out to people who I've been meaning to literally put a mic in front of and be like, let's talk, because every time you talk, I want to take notes, I learn something, I grow, I'm challenged, and I have had the pleasure to have like over 20 guests in just a few months this year, and so many more coming. So I'm very excited about that, and I'm grateful to all the guests who have come on already. Merci, merci. Asante sana. Um, how do you say thank you in Arabic? Shukran. Yeah, shukran. Like, I'm trying to list all the languages of the guests that I've had, and it's been from all over the world, all over the diasporas, literally like Morocco, Congo, Kenya, Cote d'Ivoire, obviously, um, and Haiti, and Senegal, Mali, Cameroon, like so many places, Benin, Togo. Um, and I'm grateful for all of them and for all the new guests, next guests, Lebanon as well. I can't list all the places, but my guests have been around the world, physically and mentally. And so our conversations really teach me a lot. And now I have a question in the chat that's asking, do I have a mantra or a prayer that helps me get through challenging times? Um, Let me think about it. Right now, what's coming to mind is the Lord is my shepherd. And I love that. Actually, I saw my friend Lainey's story recently, and she had that verse up. And shout out Lainey. And I love that. It's reassuring to me. It's the first verse or psalm that I learned because my mom taught it to me, and we would recite it. And it's the one that I keep, like, it's in my mind now. We're locked in. So 15 years in, and I still know Psalm 23, and it comforts me. Everybody, like, a lot of people might know it um, in the Christian world, but I think it takes on new meaning every time. When I was younger, a mantra was, I can do anything I put my mind to. Um, and then it changed because I was like, there's a lot of things I'm scared about, and I feel like there's a lot of things um, I can't just will my way into. So now it's more like I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. The the onus has changed. It's not just on me to be super perseverant. Perseverant is a word? I don't know. To be persevering and just have, something in my mind that I can do it. It's true, but I think that prayer helps me, and putting that onus more on God than on me takes off the pressure also. It makes me be like, wait, I have access to the infinite source. So of course, everything good, it can happen. And everything that's meant to happen for me, that I work for, that I also put my mind to, but that I pray for as well, and that's meant for me, will happen in the right time. So I hope that answered your question. Do you have a mantra or a prayer that helps you through challenging times? Put it in the comments below. It might inspire someone else. And Yeah, a recent realization that I've had. Let me hold your hand while I say this. It was this that in my mind, your ideas are becoming trash. Like, I was like, whoa, wait, what? I was in the kitchen just like throwing out stuff, and I was like, whoa, did you ever think of why, trash cans or food that used to be good, leftovers that used to be totally edible and smell fine, now are really have a crazy smell, can't be eaten, rot, whatever. And I think it's because most of the time, not just, um, the life, span of fruit or whatever, but it's because we keep them closed and not moving, not doing anything, just in a trash can, closed, depending on how you use your trash. Even compost sometimes has a can on top, or so it's closed off. And it's kind of the same with our ideas when we keep them in our brains, locked in here. We don't externalize our ideas. We just let fear, la peur de la peur, stop us from actually putting those ideas into motion. And because we let that fear or we let those ideas rest, they actually start to rot. They don't have any of that initial, boost that they had when we first thought, hey, what if I start this channel? What if I go and train for a marathon? What if I think I can do this thing and I actually do it? That has way more power than to just let it be a thought forever and then let it become trash. Crazy. Did that make sense? It made a lot more sense when I was smelling the trash in front of me and like, dang, this is what my ideas that I've been too scared to actually put into action are becoming. They're just sitting there. They're great ideas, but nobody can see them and they're not actually becoming true. So they're kind of useless. Um, Point of that is to keep it, deep but light. When you have an idea, it could be bad, it could be good, but it has to be something to be defined as either, you know? So that's my that's my recommendation for any of you who have an idea, have a goal, an objective, a company, innovation that you want to start. Just do it. That's how Nike simplified it. Any quick fire questions? Quick fire question for you, for me. We love a diaspora quick fire. Thank you for asking that, first of all. Um, so, latest book you've been reading, Prodigal God. Other than that, it's the Bible. Doing a Bible reading challenge with my friend. Um, Another quick fire question is much easier asking them to a guest than actually thinking about my answer. But another quick fire would be mountain or sea. I prefer the sea, even though I went on a hike recently and it was a lot of fun. I think the sea is really calming and powerful. Favorite color, obviously, you already know, it's blue. For me, it used to be purple, it used to be all the things. Now it's blue, electric blue, like the one I put in my hair. Is it harder to talk live or not? Yes, I think so. It's definitely harder. Well, it's easy to talk live when you feel like you have no one except one person, my mom, watching across the screen. If I had seen like 5,000 people watching you right now, girl, that would have been scary. Because again, like the fear, the mental barriers that we put in ourselves, like being perceived, being judged, all the things. But right now, it's feeling pretty okay. It felt weird at first. Like who am I talking to? But we're doing okay. How do I pick my guests and topics? I pick my guests based on who I know and or who's been recommended to me as a person who is inspiring. You know, this show is all about impact, community, and innovation. So anyone who fits any of those three categories, they're creating impact, building communities around different topics, innovating in whatever space they're in. I think that's really inspiring. And so whether it's relatives, friends of friends, professors, coaches, doctors, dentists, people of the community or of the neighborhood, like literally it could be anyone on the street who has an aura or yeah, a feeling of I want to be like this person. I want to have a conversation with this person. And then the topic is based off of their lives and I just make it really personalized to them. What is my nightmare interview? I don't have any. I don't think or like what would be my a nightmare interview? I think this would have been a solo episode that scared me and it still kind of scares me a little, but now that we're actually facing the fear, it's not as scary because I'm doing it. I'm like, oh, this is fine. I'm just talking with a mic. But before I did it, before I put it into action, when it was just lying in my head and becoming, inactive, it was even more scary. And that was like the nightmare interview, just being alone and with no one talking back. But there is someone talking back. Thank you, chat. And so yeah, it's actually quite fun. I hope I'm, you know, teaching you something. I'm being vulnerable at least, being real about what I've been learning. One thing is also, oh, totally different topic. Before I go on to this, I gotta answer the chat. I love the chat. What is my favorite song right now or of the moment? That's a hard one. Wait. Oh, wait. Okay, this is good. What was I listening to? I was listening to "Only You Can Satisfy" by William McDowell. Yeah. Look him up, but "Only You Can Satisfy," and it's so good. It's they recorded. It's a live worship song. They recorded probably during 2020, but I just found it during finals one year, and whew, I needed that. Let me tell you, I really needed that to remember who who can satisfy me. K-pop or Afro beats? Both. A mix of both. I love both. I love Afro beats though. That's my OG. OG. I love Afro beats. I love R&B. Soul also. I have to plug my cousin Ness who sings soul, R&B, all anything that's soulful, anything that has flavor. Ness, who has been a guest on Diaspora Spotlight, who's going to be singing at a festival on May 23rd. So be there or be square if you're in Paris, obviously. But yeah, I love Afro beats. Ramen or echike? Wait, how are you finding these questions? I love this. It's gotta be echike. Yeah, it has to be echike. I'm Ivorian to the core, and this is the most Ivorian thing about me. No, okay. I don't know if it is, but I just love me some echike. Specifically South Ivorian, I think. So good. If you don't know what it is, look it up. Fermented cassava. It's like, yeah, it's amazing. If you haven't heard me talk about achike poisson, achike poulet yet, it means you haven't been watching for long enough. But yeah, favorite dish, and so many more. Okay, we're getting to time. I wanna maybe say one last thing about Diaspora Spotlight, why I feel like it resonates. The whole idea for me of creating this podcast was to make the individual universal. because we are really all linked. And social media tells me all the time, like, you don't have any like one unique experience. Everyone has the same mom, everyone has the same childhood. It feels that way sometimes based on the relatable skits that I find on my feed. But it is also true when we come from different cultures, when we come from different ages and generations, as well as countries. You know, we are more similar than we are different in many ways. And for me, home and belonging were a big part of like questions that I've had, and also mental health. Like, you traveling a lot and being from different continents or having family all over the world, and not necessarily going to school where all of my family lived, made me be like, wait, what is home? Is it just the place that my iPhone tags when I reach the same destination over and over again? They're like, oh, you're home now, oh, you're at work now. But it's actually more than that, because home changes when you're a student outside of where you live. Your home changes for a while, for the summer vacation and then the winter break and then back to school. Your home changes when you work in different places, or even bigger when we'll talk about it in some episodes, but are forced to move for political reasons, or because of war and statelessness and bigger, heavier things. So belonging and home is a topic that is really that resonates with all of us. That's universal. And I want to, with this podcast, uh, kind of solve that epidemic of cosmic homelessness. I read this in this book. I love the term cosmic homelessness. Like, we're looking for something, like the nostalgia you ever feel of the moments that you had when you were a child, or the smells or the foods or the places that you miss, but when you go back, you can never get that exact nostalgic moment back. um, that's something that this book mentions, and that as a nostalgic person I felt before. But it makes me remember that, like, we're all looking for something, but it's something more, it's deeper than just the smell of a food or the sound of a song. It's something that we're all feeling. And that cosmic homelessness is a good word, I feel like, to encapsulate that. um all that to say, Diaspora Spotlight is meant to heal a little bit, a little part of that longing for home, as we all make our homes, different ways in different places, in different fonts all over the world. And we're more similar than we are different. So, yeah, keep tuning in for more guests. This is the first solo episode. If you like it, I'll make more. It was awkward but fun, and thank you, chat. Thank you, mom, for being really, really reactive, and everyone in the chat also who'll see this later, for commenting, liking, following, and interacting. What have you been learning lately? How's your heart, mind, and body? What's your favorite quote or verse that's been keeping you strong? Or what are some fears that you've been facing? Um, Share that. Be vulnerable. Mental Health Awareness Month should be every month. I mean, be vulnerable with the people that you feel safe with, and also get out of your comfort zones. What I'm learning. Thank you for shining and for being you. You. Thank you for being you. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. And until next time, keep shining. Peace out.